every single time I see you on This Morning, and it's some incredible phobia that has crippled some poor person for years and years, and I think, how can they possibly try and fix that within the time it is on the telly? And you do it. You do it every time.
Honestly, we've got the best
It's the best job in the world.
Really?
Honestly.
Yeah, it's brilliant to be able to do what we do.
Do people think that it's not real?
Oh, yes, all the time. Yeah, lots of people. We helped a lady on yesterday's show who was 70 years of age, and she actually said, before you turned up on my doorstep, I actually didn't believe that it was at all possible, and that it was sort of some sort of trickery or magic of the TV. But yeah, so we got her over it. But yes, it's a common thought.
Does every single phobia kind of all boil down to the same sort of thing, which is anxiety of some form?
Well, actually, the anxiety is the symptom because of the phobia. And our therapy, it doesn't matter what phobia it is, we use the same approach. And we take the view that you're not born with a phobia. No one's born with a phobia. So there's an event that happened in your life that causes that. And then when the phobia is created, then when you live in your life, you get anxiety because of being triggered by whatever the phobia is.
Because it's like, they say, don't they, loud noises. You're born with that one.
Loud noises and falling.
But when you're fear of the dark, it's something you're taught as a child to be scared of the dark.
Yeah, absolutely right. And on some level, all our behaviours, no matter what they are, negative behaviours, they are learned through some form of life experience, and there's always usually a positive intent behind it. So it might be protection or familiarity or copying. So yeah, positive intent with everything.
What's the weirdest one?
Oh, well,
you've ever had to deal with?
Oh, do you know what? There's so many. I think that one of the weirdest ones is being fearful of gravity. There was a lady who lived in...
Well, we're all scared of that.
But when I tell you that...
Or lack of it.
How did that manifest itself?
Well, I mean, this lady actually lived in the countryside and had to move to central London just in case gravity disappeared, and she had to hold on to something.
So she could grab a building on her way up.
You know, I mean,
really?
it does sound ridiculous, but the lady was really suffering with that.
Yeah. How bizarre!
Yeah.
And how long did it take you? Because you've had you cured someone once in 7 minutes or something.
That was our record, actually.
And a lift or something?
That was
a lady who had a fear of freezers.
Yeah, freeze. Yeah. See, that was an unusual
that sounds
one.
ridiculous, but it's when you suffer with the phobia, it can be all-consuming.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, now you're on a mission to make the nation a happier type of a place, really. And there's an evening with the Speakmans. This is up in Birmingham on the 16th of May.
Yes, it is.
So what does that entail exactly? What are you going to try to do?
Well, do you know what? We're looking at two areas to make your life better. The first area is looking at any issues that you've got, anything that's holding you back, any traumas that you've had, and that's like the first part of the show. And then the second part is creating more happiness in your life. You see, because the human brain is not designed to make us happy. It's designed for... The main thing is survival, which is why people end up with phobias and fears, because of the protection mechanism that we have.
Interesting, yeah. That actually sounds...
So no one's ever told you that, actually, to be happy, you need to practice happiness.
Yeah, there's certain things. Sorry, go on.
I wonder if you can help me out. I mean, the Lucian audience know very well I'm the messiest person in the entire world because we're always showing photographs of my room. And though we joke about it, is something that really gets to me because I can clear up... See, that room, I cleared that up like a week, just under a week before. So I can clear up a room and then within 36, 48 hours, it can be a total tip again. And people are really saying when they say, why don't you just put your stuff away? I literally can't do it.
Right, well, again, going back to positive intent, there's got to be some positive intent behind that behaviour. And again, this is something that we're going to be teaching at the evening show, is why do we do things? Why do we have negative behaviour? So you've got to have some sort of a positive intent. Now, that might be familiarity, because maybe you grew up in that kind of environment. It can be rebellion. So because... For example, if your mum or your parent was stipulating that you have to be clean, you have to be tidy, that now you want to be creative and be your own person.
Yeah.
So it can be that. However, again, one of the things that we will be promoting and sharing about in the evening show is about environment. And generally, a cluttered environment does mean that there's a cluttered mind behind it.
For sure.
We know that.
Is there any hope that I could one day be uncluttered?
Yeah. Can she unclutter her brain?
Everybody can be uncluttered, and again,
there's hope.
But a great thing that you can do, and again, this is something that we'll be sharing, is a timeline. Because if you actually write a timeline of your life, of negative events and things that have happened in your life, knowing that thoughts create feelings, then if you have better thoughts, you will have better feelings. So that's really important. However, there is a bright side to this. There's some massive geniuses out there that were incredibly messy, such as Albert Einstein, Mark Twain,
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. So
They're all messy.
Yeah, they were really messy as well. So perhaps it's just that you're incredibly creative.
Oh, well, maybe that's what it is.
You might need more than 7 minutes to try to fix this one, I have to say. You might have to.
Are you a project, Nadia?
Yeah, I'd love to be
Really?
because it's got to the point now where it's just makes life really difficult
Really?
because I can never be organised.
Yeah.
Well, look, you amaze me, the two of you. You know
Yeah.
that. And like
Thank
you
you
say,
so
you're
much.
up in Birmingham as part of the This Morning Live
which
as
is a
well,
brilliant
which is
day.
all
I've
going
got
to
to
kick
tell
off
it's
as
great
well.
fun.
Great to see you both. Thank
you
you so
guys
much
too.
again.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Nik and Eva Speakman, ladies and gentlemen.